Everyone, and welcome to You Say Maize, I Say Blue, presented by EA Sports. I am Big C, Chris C. Sean. That's Danny the DJ Sass. And Danny, you can go ahead and say maize, but I'm going to say blue, as in the opening series this week, the Tigers just absolutely wiped the blue off of the Royals uniforms.
Well, indeed they did, Chris. You can go ahead and say blue, but I'm going to say maize, as in the Tigers just roughed up Joe Maize on Wednesday. 5 hits for Pudge. Good day.
Sounds like we
around.
got Maryland looking great in overtime this year. They're 6-0. Tigers theme going right now, Danny. Why don't you start us off?
Well, but instead of leading with the Tigers, we're going to throw a little curveball at you, and we are going to kick it off with some NIT action. Michigan basketball over in Madison Square Garden. Just
the emotion on those players, they just came out. They're so young too. They didn't even
got straight up destroyed.
That's right, Danny. They took on the Gamecocks from South Carolina, and the Gamecocks actually won the tournament for the 2nd straight year.
NIT dynasty going, always good for
and
those
they have
Gamecocks.
a chance for 3 in a row.
They really do, returning a lot of players.
But first of all, they beat the Wolverines 76-64 in MSG. Just a total thrashing. Not much of a game to really. The emotion on those players, they just came out. They're so young too. They didn't even look at Danny.
It wasn't.
The whole team really didn't show up. You had Horton, who had 18 points, but the guy who I always pinpoint is Courtney Sims. He did not come to play, but he only played 19 minutes.
All right,
so I mean,
listen,
you can't really put it all on him.
Courtney Sims goes for 18 points and 7 boards in the semis. Michigan routs Old Dominion.
Yeah.
Great win. Courtney Sims comes out. I don't care if he's playing 19 minutes. Maybe if he was productive on the floor.
The emotion on those players, they just came out. They're so young too. They didn't even.
They'd keep him out there for a little bit longer. Kid goes for 2 points and 1 rebound. I mean,
that's not going to get
He's
done.
going up against the most outstanding player of the NIT in Ronaldo Balkman, and Balkman literally just took him to school. Balkman finishes with 10 points, 12 boards, 5 blocks, 4 steals. I mean, Sims is a big guy. You got to put some sort of body on Balkman.
The emotion on those players, they just came out. They're so young too. They didn't even.
And I want to wish the best of luck to Danny Sass and Chris C. Sean as they take over producership. They're going to do great things with this program, and I can't wait to keep tabs on them and find out what they're able to do with You Say Maize, I Say Blue in the future. And I just wish them the best. And
wow, Danny, it's glad to see that you finally recovered and you got a nice cough drop in there.
I kid you not, Chris, I had that cough for about 4 months.
Wow.
Like, no joke. Couldn't sleep at night. It was terrible.
Well, but
here
rest.
I am.
That was right before the summer. So now, that was just a couple years ago. I mean, you can see how far the show has come, Danny.
Graphics, everything.
Graphics,
design,
the
set, yeah.
Everything
we got
set
a
up
nice
here.
little
We just did this last year. It's a nice thing for us. And now you're seeing on the screen the new graphics that you see there. Looks completely different, especially from the very first clip back in 2003. You can see what kind of computer systems we had back in the studio.
And we should mention big thanks to Chris Hall and Mike Ostrander. Without them, we could not have done this. They gave us this show. They passed it down to us. They taught us everything we know. And hopefully they're doing well out there now.
Yeah, and we got this year, and then we got next year, and then we're gonna be looking to pass the reins on much like they did to us. So
exactly.
The tradition keeps on coming here at You Say Maize, folks. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, Danny. We're gonna talk more Super Bowl and wrap up the show right after these messages. Stay with us, folks.
All right, hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
How are you?
What doesn't make a Michigan Idol?
Wow, that was unacceptable.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
What was that?
Ah! Ah!
I think that's what killed John Bonham.
Michigan Idol, January 25th on WOLV TV.
Welcome back to You Say Maize, I Say Blue. Danny Sass alongside Chris C. Sean. Chris, it is time for our odds segment, and we're keeping this Super Bowl style. You know how we do. What are the odds that Tom Brady re-injures that right ankle of his?
I got it at 5% because it says re-injure, not re-hurt. Sure, he might re-hurt it. He might nick it up. You might see him limping around even in this game. It doesn't matter. This is the Super Bowl. This is what Tom Brady lives for. This is where his legacy will be further defined. 5% chance he's playing the whole game.
0. He's going to be fine. I don't think there is a real ankle injury.
You did see how heavily it was taped on Monday's practice.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's going to play. He'll be fine. He'll have a Tom Brady game.
I'm just saying.
Moving on. What are the odds that the Giants outrush the New England Patriots?
I got it at 30%.
Only 30, huh?
Only 30% because the Pats, you know what? People say all they do is throw the ball. When they want to, they can run the ball better than anybody in the league because that offensive line, like I said before, that's one of the best offensive lines I've ever seen in the NFL. These guys can protect. They can run the ball. They are physical. They can run the ball if they have to. The Giants,
70%. The Giants have a two-headed back.
The Patriots
only
are going to have 2 weeks, though.
I honestly feel like the Patriots are just going to throw the ball over and over and over again. I wouldn't be surprised if Maroney has one of those 10 carries, 30-yard games. The Giants are going to need to get it done on the ground, and they will. 70%.
I think the Pats shut them down. 2 weeks to prepare. Forget about it. Next one, we got to keep it moving. What are the chances? What are the odds? Eli Manning outperforms, outshines Tom Brady.
25%, and keep in mind, I mean, you could say that he did it in Week 17. Eli needs to have the best game of his career
that.
for the Giants.
I'll bring some
4
stats
touchdowns.
out.
I know. Brady threw for what? 356
and a
2
nice
touchdowns.
record there, too.
Yeah, but regardless, keep in mind, Eli, 4 touchdowns really kind of turned his own individual season around. And like I said earlier, with Eli go the Giants.
I got it at 15%. I mean, it can happen, but this is Tom Brady we're talking about. I think when it's all said and done, the best quarterback, whoever laces him up.
Fair enough.
Keep it going. Last one. What are the odds? This game is decided by Lawrence Tynes or Stephen Gostkowski's.
25%.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
think so?
if it's close, and I think it will be a close game going into the 4th quarter. I don't know if we're talking, 5 seconds left, 46-yard kick to win the game. But I have a feeling, if the Patriots are up 7, milking the clock, 5 minutes left, there's a very good chance that Gostkowski will need to make a 40-yard kick and kind of end the game for all intents and purposes.
I only got it at 10%, and I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. We'll just go right into the pick'em segment, Danny. Winner of Super Bowl XLII over there in Phoenix. Who do you think it's going to be, Giants or the Patriots?
Well, I really want to take the Giants, but here's what it comes down to. If you said to me, no line whatsoever, no spread, pick a winner of this game, all your money on the line, I'd have to say the New England Patriots. And I think the Giants are a trendy pick, but the Patriots are a better team. They're better on offense. They're better on defense.
Right.
They're a better coach team. And I think what's ultimately going to prove very crucial in this game is the experience. And I'm curious to see how some of these younger Giants players handle the Super Bowl. The Patriots are all business. They've always been all business. They're focused. They're dial in, and they're going to win this football game.
I agree. I said it before. I even got a score for you, 38-21. I think the Giants hang with them there in the first half, but these Patriots, they're too good. Like I said, this is nothing like we've seen. I forgot to say before, Danny, this should be a privilege, Danny. When you're watching that game, everybody at home, this is a privilege to watch this team. Enjoy it while they're still playing.
Well, it's a privilege for me to be able to just bump you out of my screen here. Because it is time for the DJ on the mic segment, and I'm talking about that pesky little asterisk. You see it on the screen there, 19-0 with an asterisk, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And it's unfortunate too, because here's a New England Patriots team that's been dominant all season long. They've dominated from that 38-14 win against the Jets in Week 1, and they've dominated all the way throughout. Never really been tested, never in doubt of losing. And here they are about to complete one of the greatest feats in sports, and still, people out there, pundits, sports columnists, talking heads, anybody, they're going to point to that cheating scandal in Week 1, and it's going to tarnish what could be the greatest team in the history of professional sports. Your turn.
Danny, while you keep looking at the bad and the asterisk, I just think that's total nonsense. I'm going to keep talking about the Patriots, but for a different reason, Danny, because if they win this game and they go 19-0, the Patriots deserve our ultimate respect, because we will have seen an NFL team, a group of grown men, 53 players, taken together and for one season been on the same page, the same heartbeat throughout the entire year, winning every game, something that's never happened in this league. And you know what? I think they're going to be the best sports team in any sports league of all time, because it's just amazing what Belichick has done, taking all these individual personalities, forming them into one, making them into a team, and that's what they are so good at being, as a team. They are one unit. That's why they win.
Well,
and
if
that's
they
why
lose,
they win Super Bowl 42.
They're just an 18-1 team that couldn't get it done.
Exactly.
Keep in mind, the Giants want to be that team to break it up. We never screw up here on Say Maize,
especially not on the 100th show.
Not on the 100th episode.
Never.
So, Ratchford, you have nothing for us. Am I right?
You are very incorrect. Absolutely. I am a stats man. I am not a stats boy. So I'm kind of a stickler on this. Danny, Pittsburgh won the Super Bowl in 2006.
The 2005 season.
Do they call it Madden 2008 this year? No. Yes, they do. That's what they do. They call it Madden 2008. And also, going off that, the Giants lost in 2001.
Same thing. 2000
Baltimore
season.
Ravens.
Give me a break. It was
all that.
Season.
All that mumbo jumbo.
If that's all he's picking
NFL
on,
jargon.
if that's all he's picking on,
Danny, we're running out of tape. You know where to email us. The graphic is on there. Rapid fire wrap up. Roger Clemens released a Clemens report.
44-page report. Apparently,
just trying to make his case.
I think he did steroids.
Come on, Tiger. He won. He's good.
Dominant,
we got it.
great.
Next, Raiders.
Oakland Raiders. Yeah, Lane Kiffin could be out as head coach if Al Davis gets his way. The Australian Open.
Sharapova and Djokovic.
Awesome. And Rich Rod apparently said he will pay his
$1.5 million to go back to West Virginia. West Virginia is
$4 million.
Looks like they're not budging right now. They say they want the full $4, but
C-Web to the Golden State Warriors.
Golden State Warriors back with Don Nelson. Donnie,
cool.
Danny, I'm sorry, not Donnie.
It's cool. Donnie
We're running out of tape.
100
show is over. We look forward to the next 100 as well. For Danny Sass, I am Chris Seashon. We thank everybody for this production. We'll see you